Hello everyone, welcome to today's live. Happy Friday. Gosh, how amazing is this? Friday already. I cannot believe how fast the weeks go. So tell me, I'm interested. Do you work all week to live on the weekends? Or are you living all week and enjoying your life? Because that's one really important question that I really want to share with you today. Because when you embark on a journey to transform your life, what we're getting is resistance, uncertainty, and a few other things as well, just to name a few. And I think that most people just are too scared to try. So let me know where you are tuning in from. I would love to know. And also, if you're working the 9 to 5, drop a 1 in the comments and we'll go from there. So I'm just putting this in. So, sorry, just doing a little bit of housekeeping. So, hello. Hi, Lockie. Welcome. Hi, Damon. So, let me know. Are you working in the 9 to 5? Do you work all week in order to just live on the weekends? Let me know, because what I'm asking you is did you know that there is a better way to do this? Because I can guarantee that sometimes people don't realize how easy it is to turn a hobby into a business. And, I've done it myself. I've done it. I've helped other people to do it. And it really is a opportunity, I guess, to find out what it is. Hey, Kim, welcome. It really is an opportunity to look at what it is that you want to do. So I'm in Australia. It's Friday here. And I know there's so many people out there that just go, thank God it's Friday. Now I can just do what I please on the weekend. And then Sunday night, all the anxiety comes back, right? Are you a 9 to 5er working in a job? Drop a 1 in if you are. And let me know, because I'd love to know more. And hi Isra, hi Rafa, sorry. And let me know how you go, because I think people just don't realize how easy it is to turn a hobby into a lifetime online income earner. So what is it that you do on the weekends that you really enjoy, and you can't wait to get back to it the next weekend? What is it that you love so much? Because this is the start. This is how we start to put it all together. So what's your favorite thing to do? Hi Skylar, hi Ganga. What's your favorite thing to do? What is your hobbies that you do on the weekend? How do you spend your time? I know, I had so many things that I love to do, and it was, working out what I thought my real true purpose was. Hi, Indy, and, hi, Dale. It was really important for me to really tap into what it is that I love to do. Because when we do that, then everything else starts to fall into place. So over the next 25 minutes or so, I want to share with you 7 steps on being, what you can do in order to start your own online business from a hobby that you currently do. So if that's of interest for you, drop a 1 in the comments. Give me a 1. I'd love to hear from you. Give me a 1. If you're already in business, drop a 2 in the comments. I'd love to know that too. So hi Gwen. Let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what your favorite things are that you do on the weekend, because it's Friday here in the Southern Hemisphere. And so, you know, how can we start working on achieving your goals, creating an income online where you don't have to put a lot of time in? You know, you don't have to have physical products. You can have a digital product, like business that you use, and that's okay. So whichever works for you. So the first thing I would say is forget thinking that it costs a lot, because it truly doesn't, right? It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money to start an online business. Because when you align your hobbies with a retirement desires, then everything starts to fall into place. And you can integrate personal hobbies and passions into retirement planning and living. It really is that simple. Oh, we have the birthday girl on. Hello, Ruth. Happy birthday. Let me bring you on. I'm going to bring you on today because it's your birthday. So come on in. I'd love to have you join me. Hi, Angelina. Welcome. Did you get the invite, Ruth? Not sure. Maybe you're driving. I'm not sure. Anyway, happiest birthdays to my amazing friend Ruth. She's incredible. She's doing incredible things. And so, turning your purpose into an online income, just something that a lot of people don't necessarily put together. You know, I love helping other people, and what I did was I came to a point where I was helping people a lot, right? I was helping people a lot. I had a knack of asking the right questions. And hi, Honey. Hi, Raman. Hi, Matt. Hi, Fred. Yeah, I had a knack of asking the right questions and being able to tap into, you know, what they really wanted to do. So that's why I started my coaching, because it was just one of those things that came because after doing it for so long and helping people, somebody actually said to me, you know, Donna, this is something that you really need to start charging for. I was like, oh, okay, right. So I thought about it, and I really thought whether or not it was something I wanted to do, and it was. I made a lot of mistakes when I started my coaching business over 20 years ago. What I did there was I actually paid a lot of money out on things I didn't need. So now I've learned how to start an online business without all the costs, like no advertising or no paid advertising, no actual websites that I've had to do for myself. I actually started, I love earning passive income as well, because when I'm not working in my business, I love to see income coming in, right? That's important. If you want to go on an overseas trip, it's important to have the income coming in. Because if you don't, then how are you going to survive? How are you going to pay for these overseas trips? And so that was really important for me to have that extra income. So when I wasn't working in my coaching business, I could still, I could still easily afford to do what I wanted to do. So monetizing hobbies can really boost both financial and personal fulfillment while you're working in the business, while other things just work to back up that income. So, all over, today I got up at 4 a.m. this morning. I did my 2-hour day, got everything ready. I knew I had a lot on today, and I was in and out all day today. I went, I had to go up, had to be out by 8:45. I did jump on a training call at 7 o'clock this morning as well, because I wanted to learn more about one of the social media platforms. So I educate myself as well. It cost me nothing to do that. And this is what I'm saying. Hi Pinky, hi Layla, hi Jess. You don't have to spend a lot MRI, hi MRI. You don't have to spend a lot of money to start a business and an online business. And especially if you've got digital products rather than physical. So my coaching is all digital, like it's all online. I don't need to send physical products out. Everything that they want lands in their inbox and there it is. And it's something I'm really passionate about helping other people do. So law of attraction became a very big part of my life so that I could help others to do it. Hi Jacob, welcome. So these were really important things for me to work on and be able to, you know, achieve the goals that I wanted to achieve. And, you know, some of the hobbies that you might be looking at, you know, I'm here to talk to you if you want to ask any questions. And I'm just going to go here to see if I can put something up. No. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to work out here if I can. I don't think I can do it from here. I'm not sure. So anyway, that's okay. I can't do it from here, I don't think. So, you know, here we go. Ask me anything. Like, ask me anything about your business, about what it is to start a business, because these are really important questions. So, oh, I don't know what this is. It says ask me anything. I don't know why that's come up. See, I don't have tech skills. I don't know what I'm doing. But I still find a way to be able to do things so that, you know, I get through, I get by. And that's what's important, right? That's what's important. Hi, the two musketeers, welcome. Hi, Beetle. So yeah, you know, hobbies can turn into a very profitable income. So what is that you want, and how can you look at doing what you need to do to start a business? Well, it's really easy. Have some sort of a plan, a plan where, hi RJ, hi Samar, have a plan. Hi Alex, have a plan. What is it that you want to achieve? Make sure it is very clear when you start, you know, before you start, because that is key to being able to follow through with what you want. Have a very clear and concise business strategy. So you know who your ideal client is, you know, who you want to attract into your business, what platforms you want to work on. You know, you don't want to work on necessarily all of them, but you can integrate everything to work together. Hi Luke, hi Macro. So yeah, these are really important things to know and outline the key components to what will work for you. You know, set your goals. What do you want to achieve in the first 3, 6, and 9 and 12 months? And, you know, I would recommend speaking to somebody in the financial planning area so that they can help you achieve that. You know, it's something that they usually want to talk to you about. And like I said, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to start this business online. So explore what's going to work, what platforms you want to utilize. And again, you know, what products are you going to look at? What is your hobby that you currently do, and what is your platform that you want to be on in order to make it work for you? Because everybody's different, okay? Everybody's different. Hey, Jono. Well, you know, people do care, Jono, actually, and that's why I provide this information. So, hi, Maureen. Hi, Marguerite. Hi, Norman. So, you know, these things do matter, and they matter to a lot of people. So if you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to stay on the live. It's completely up to you. So, you know, there's a lot of information that I have and that I provide to, you know, the people that are in my community, because I'm building a community to help them do exactly that. And, you know, you don't need a website to do this. You do not have to have a website. A landing page, you can usually find a platform that's free where you can set up a landing page for people to go to, build your email list. You know, it's that simple. So, you know, that's super important. And, you know, keep the cost down. You don't need to spend money to do this. It's not a high cost venture, especially when you're starting out. I use probably 2 things that cost me a monthly cost, that has a monthly cost attached to it now. But I started off absolutely free. You know, I use tools that I don't need to pay for, because why are you spending money when you're not making any money yet? Hi, Annie May. Welcome. Good to have you here. So, you know, these are things that you can do and think about so that you don't overspend and, you know, put money into things that are unnecessary. And like I said, I show all my community different ways to be able to get around that. I give them mentoring. You know, we open up and Q&A, and we give people that, you know, that opportunity to be able to ask me questions and, you know, do what you need to do. What is it that you are looking to achieve? You know, are you in the 9 to 5? Look at ways to earn income so that you're not having to do all that 9 to 5, being exhausted at the end of the week, knowing it's Friday. And thanks for the gift. Know that at the end of the week, you've worked all week to spend a weekend getting exhausted, and Sunday night the anxiety kicks in, right? Because that's what happens with people. They get anxious about going to a job that they don't like, and you know, really don't want to spend time in that job, but they want a way to pay the bills. So, you know, LinkedIn is a great platform for businesses. It's amazing, absolutely amazing, and you know, it's one of those things that you don't need to, you know, have a lot of connections to start. You know, I teach in my community, I teach people how they can go about building connections on LinkedIn for businesses and business people that are going to make it work for them. Hi, Millie, welcome. And, oh, Wizard of Oz. Does that mean you're from Australia? So, this looks like the same person. Okay, so, you know, and then look at what are the best marketing strategies. You know, I never pay for ads. Never. I've never once paid for advertising. You know, once I learned the tricks and tips. You know, I did a long time ago, 20 years ago, and it just went like nowhere. It did nothing. I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for people to do paid ads on social media, and literally, you know, didn't get anything from that. So, you know, there's things that you can do, even without followers. Hi, Elizabeth, welcome. You don't need to have a lot going on to be able to do the things that you want to do. And you don't need to pay a lot out, you know, and you don't have to have a big following. You know, there's information that you can get. Content creation is huge. That's key, and consistency. They're the really important things. I can tell you that is absolutely the number one thing that makes a huge difference. So, you know, build a brand that is trustworthy and that people will recognize. You know, when people recognize your brand, hi, nutting in, sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. And Zilia, welcome. So, you know, people want to, or you want people to look at your brand and say, I know that person, that's Donna, she's building a brand for, you know, her law of attraction business and her blueprint, and, you know, she's helping people in a community that is a safe space to be in. And that's what you really want to be able to achieve. So that's super important, and that's what counts when you're doing it. Hi, Beck. Oh, hi, Beck. Hi, Tilly. And hello. So, and Mia, welcome. So, you know, how can you turn that hobby into a business? It's very easy when you know the strategies that you have. Hi, Mia, sorry. You know, hi, Bronte, hi, Peter, welcome. So these are the things that you want to be part of your, you know, hobby. When you start, you need to have all of that information so you're ready to start earning online from something that you love to do. That doesn't have to be, you know, it's a hobby. It's a hobby. You can't wait to get back to it. And you know that you get a lot out of that. So, you know, that's fantastic. Hi, Sunshine, welcome. You know, how do you go around that? How do you get around that? Well, it's really easy when you've got the steps. And, you know, welcome, Eden. So, you know, what do you want to ask me some questions? Like, I'd love to know what you're looking at. I'd love to know what it is that you'd like to know. I'd like to know, you know, what it is that you do that you enjoy on the weekends, so that, you know, you want to turn that into an income producing activity. That's what you want. So, you know, ask me a question. Like, have you got any questions? I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you would, okay. So how do you build it without spending money? Okay, how do you build a business starting from a hobby without spending money? It's very easy. The first thing that I would say is, you know, make sure that you've got a very clear idea of what it is that you want to achieve from that business. Hi, Bo. Hi, Brian. And then once you know what you want to achieve, what your goal is, set that goal into 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. Break it down into those smaller goals. And then you can start looking at, you know, how you want to go about doing it. Now, like I said, I have a community that I'm building where I'm teaching these strategies. And, you know, it's important that people understand that if they want to build a business, that, you know, you can do it with help. You don't need to do it on your own. And that way, you know that you're fully supported. You know that you have all the information that you need to make it successful. You know that you're encouraged and celebrated. Your wins, you know, we celebrate your wins with you. We find it extremely important to let people know that they're valued and that what they're doing is valued. And, you know, that makes a huge difference. Hey, Annabelle. Hi, Katie. That makes a huge difference in the way that you approach things, because you already know that people are going to support you. Often it's people around us that don't support us like we would like to. So what I would say there is, you know, start becoming more by being around people that want the same thing for you. And hi, Layla. Hello, welcome. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. Very much. I appreciate it. So, you know, that's how I would start. You know, I have made a lot of mistakes over the years. I now have learned from those mistakes, and now I know. I know that, you know, what to do and what not to do, and that's what I share with my people in my community. So if that's something that is of interest to you, drop a 1 in the comments. I'd love to help you out and help you build a hobby and turn that into a profitable business. Hi, Good Vibe, welcome. Hi, Tony. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. Do you have a business? Do you have a hobby? You know, do you have a business already? Drop a 1 in the comments. And if you are working the 9 to 5 and don't have a business, but have a hobby that you really love, that you want to turn into an online profitable business, drop a 2 in the comments. That'd be great. Hi, Emily, welcome. So let me know if what you're doing and where you want to go from here. And, you know, just stop feeling stuck, because you don't have to be stuck. It's not something that you need to go through on your own. That's why we have communities, right? Supporting you and teaching you and helping you to build that profitable online income. That's what makes a difference. It's the people you surround yourself with. It's not the people, you know, it's not doing it on your own. You don't need to. You do not need to do it on your own. Thanks, Good Vibe, for the hearts. Appreciate that. Hi, Sonia. Oh, thank you. You'd like to be in my shoes? Well, you know, reach out and comment, you know, comment that you're ready to do that. I'd love to have you join us. So, you know, you can unlock the secret to starting your online business from a hobby, you know, with some simple information. And, you know, that would be amazing. So, absolutely let me know, because I will send you the information. Just let me go here and see if I can I don't think I can do it here right now. What I will do, just comment in one of my videos that I've already got on TikTok. Follow me and I'll definitely be able to help you there. I don't know what you wear to prom. I think it's entirely up to you, what you feel comfortable with. And don't feel like you're competing against everyone else, because that's definitely not something you need to do. So yes, absolutely. You know, be comfortable in what you do, and that's got to be in everything that you do through your whole life. So 100%. So thank you for being on my live today, Good Vibe. No, Sonia, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Where are you? Where are you tuning in from? Let me know. So that way then, you know, time-wise and things, we can sort something out. So I will definitely, yeah, just drop a comment in one of my videos that you're on my live and you want to know how to turn a hobby into a business, online business, and I'll definitely come back. Oh, in New Zealand. Okay, in Auckland. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, that's great. So it's New Zealand's great. I'm married to my husband's a New Zealander, so we've been over there quite a number of times. Yeah, so fantastic. So yeah, just let me know. I'd love to be able to help you work through this and really start making, you know, some income online. Even if you're still working, you can still do it, you know, until it really takes off. So let's chat. I would love to chat with you and, you know, find out more. So let me know, comment somewhere so that we can connect, and I'll most definitely send you the details. So thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow, and I look forward to talking to you more about how to make money online. So see you all tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.